Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for this month's palette bingo of shame. This is an open collab project that focuses on going through your collection using older palettes that you haven't used from your collection, which I really like. So this collab project was started by, this palette bingo open collab was started by DW from Dub's Beauty Diary and Andie Green from Makeup in the Mundane. Here on YouTube, they both have a YouTube channel, so be sure to go to their channel, check out their palette bingo, subscribe to their channel if you haven't already. And yeah, so let me tell you about this month's project. This month, Andie picked from a random generator, one of those little like fun spinny wheel app things. She picked from her random generator of her palettes, of her eyeshadow palette collection, and this month the Beauty Bay Midnight palette was selected. And so what I really like about this particular collab project is that if you don't have the palette that is that month's focus palette, you are welcome to dupe the vibes. And so that's where I come in, because oftentimes I don't have the palettes that have been selected, but I still get to participate because I can go through my eyeshadow palette collection, specifically focusing on a palette that it's a shame that I haven't gotten to use it more often, or it's a shame that I haven't made the effort to use it more often. Having an eyeshadow palette collection that is really, really massive keeps you from being able to use the palettes that you really, really love as often as you kind of want to, just because you're trying to spread the usage around from your whole entire massive collection, and it gets really hard to use every single palette. So that's what I really like about this collab. That's what I really like about this palette bingo, is that it focuses on our older palettes from our collection and we get a chance to give them more love. So you are welcome to participate if you have a YouTube channel or if you have an Instagram account. Just reach out to either one of the two creators of this palette bingo of shame and let them know that you would like to participate. So we upload the videos. I say we because I participate in most of them, but the videos are to be uploaded on the 16th of the month at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time here in the US. So you can adjust that time to match 8 a.m. Central Time for wherever you happen to live in the country or in the world. And so, yeah, we have people from all around that participate and it's really fun. So you're welcome to participate. Just be sure to reach out to one of those to let them know so that you can be included in the Palette Bingo of Shame playlist, where all of the content creators get to put their stuff up there. And yeah, it's just a fun way to come together and to get to use our makeup. So like I mentioned, I don't have the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I am going to dupe the vibes with my Natasha Denona Purple Blue 28. And if you're not familiar with this palette, here is what this palette looks like, minus some of the browns and as many of the pinks. This palette is surprisingly quite similar to the color story from the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. And so I am using the larger palette that I'm duping the shades from for my palette. Typically, if you have the eyeshadow palette that is the focus palette, you would do a random generator to select 5 to 8 shades that you want to use, and whichever one you're more comfortable with, but it should be somewhere between 5 to 8 because that's the rules. And so, yeah, I usually do 6 shades. I think this time I did 6 shades also. I'll have to look at the photo. Let me look at the photo. I'm going to insert the photo here on the screen for you while I look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I typically make my eye looks with 6 shades. So because I don't have the exact palette, I didn't do a random generator to select the shades. I was looking for specific shades from my palette that matched from the other. So I'm going to pop up on the screen here the selected shades from each palette so that you can see the ones that I'll be using today. Okay, so my eyes are primed. Wow, that's going to be tough. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm using these 3 shades here and that one, plus these 2 down here. I don't know how I'm going to make a cohesive look out of that, but I'm here to try my best. So, okay, it's about to get a little wild. I'm going to start off with this blue shade here. I have 2 satins, and I don't really have any shimmers in this look. I only have 2 satins to play with, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but I'm going to try to make it work. I'm going to start off with this blue by really tapping it off. I should mention, I have had this palette for 4 years and 3 months. So it's a bit of an older palette. The performance isn't quite what it used to be, but it's still really good. So I'm really happy to get a chance to play with this one again. And one thing about this palette is that I do really like the purple and blue shades that are in here, but I do wish that there were more like a couple of inner corner highlight colors, like brow bone shades, and possibly even like some nice shimmers, but I can see how shimmers in here would probably like cause too much bleed over into the rest of the palette. So maybe that's why that didn't happen. But okay, so I'm using those 3 shades there. And this dark one here. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that blue shade into this part of the crease. And so this is a rougher 12. A lot of people don't really like this brush, but I absolutely love it so much for intense packing on color in the crease and also to buff it out. I also really love it for like a matte inner corner, like a creamy matte inner corner. It's the perfect size for that. If I'm doing more of a shimmer, I like this one here, the rougher 26, because it's a little bit more pointy and soft and fluffy enough that I can kind of blend it out. And it's also nice for the upper brow bone. But anyways, okay, so now that I've done that blue there, I'm going to go into this blue here. I'm scared, guys. I have no idea what this look is going to turn out like, but I'm doing my best. Ooh, that's beautiful. I'm not sure I've ever, well, yeah, I have used it, but it's been a long time and I forgot what it looked like. So that's a satin shade. I do have my lighting turned down a little bit, so hopefully you can see. Maybe I do need to turn it up just a little bit so you can see a little better. Let me know if that's better. Hopefully I didn't just ruin it for you, but I do have half the lights blocked because I've actually got a mirror here in front of me so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Because I'm actually trying to create a look that I can wear in public with shades that I wouldn't have normally all combined together. Like this is 6 shades that I could have used one deeper shade and one super lighter shade, like a creamy shade or a champagne shimmer or something like that. So had I chosen them myself, probably would have selected different shades, but that's kind of the whole point of a palette bingo, is trying to create a look with shades that you wouldn't normally pair together. It's a lot of fun. So, you know, if you're ever interested in participating, be sure to reach out and let us know. You know, any of us, them or or anybody whose video you're watching. Okay, I'm going to take this darker kind of satiny blue. It's like a dark navy blue, and I'm going to put that out here in the outer edge. Ooh, that's beautiful. Wow. And I'm going to work that. Which one did I just do? This one. I'm going to work that into the corner here. Yeah, so for as old as this palette is, the shades are still performing so well. That's what I like about the older formulas that didn't have all these like oils in the palettes, because those oils are gonna expire a lot faster than just like the drier creamy powders that used to be. And so, yeah, I try to pay attention to things like that because, you know, these palettes are expensive and I'm not using them up before the expiration date and then tossing them, you know? And so I would really like for them to still perform once the palette is technically old. I mean, obviously you can't use it for professional makeup on someone else. You can't use expired makeup, but like on yourself, if you're not getting eye irritation or whatever, like I'm okay with it. And so anyway, yeah, I love that these older Natasha Denona palettes still work so nice. Okay, here is what we're looking like so far. I feel like I'm getting a pretty good gradient there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this whole back half of the lid with this dark blue. And I'll go over the front part with some of the purple to try to make it look cohesive. I've also got one more blue shade that I need to use, and I'm going to use that on the lower lash line area so that I can try to, again, just make the look a little bit more cohesive and bring some of the blue down to the purple. Another thing that I really enjoy about these palette bingos is that it gives me an opportunity to get creative and try to do things that I haven't done before or wouldn't normally do. You know, I'm pretty new in the grand scheme of things. Like in my overall makeup artistry skills, I'm pretty new at playing with eyeshadow. I got into playing with eyeshadows in 2020. Before that, I knew like just the tiniest bit with some neutrals, enough to be able to create an everyday soft smoky eye. Not really smoky, but like a little bit of a outer corner accent. But like I used one shade, maybe two. And I had one palette. That was it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't into eyeshadow at all. I didn't feel confident or comfortable even looking at an eyeshadow palette. Like I felt completely intimidated at the thought of looking at an eyeshadow palette. So I had my one palette, which was this one right here. And let me show you how much I panned it, okay? All of these shades got used completely. None of them broke and fell out. So that's how I used to do my makeup. So I really love, sorry, I had to put that away. So I really love how this palette bingo gives me an opportunity to just try to expand my horizons a little bit and do stuff that maybe I normally wouldn't do. Okay, so next lastly, I have this blue to play with and these two shades down here. So I'm gonna use, this shade on the upper lash. The upper eyelid. Oh, good choice. That's like a shimmer of some sort. Wow, that gave just enough sheen that it really helped to marry all of those like colorful mattes together in a way that I didn't see coming. So really, really fortunate that I had that one to be able to use. Yeah, I love that. I love how that pulled that together. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of it on my finger so that I can kind of try to intensify it, because it does have like a little bit of an iridescence, as you can see right there. That's really pretty. And I feel like that gave me just the like upper lash line blend that I needed. Okay. So next, I just want to make sure to get all of that off of my finger before I get makeup everywhere. Okay, next I'm going to work on the lower lash line, and for this area I've got the purple and that dark blue left. So I'm going to take this bright purple here on a really, really small pencil, as you can see the little detailed point there. I'm going to take that here on the first half of the lower lash line. Like most of the lower lash line, but not all the way to the front corner and not all the way to the back, just kind of like the middle 2/3. I'm gonna do something else with that other area. This is why I have so many like small pencil brushes, because I really use a lot of them. Okay, next I'm gonna take that same shade that I used on the front part of the upper lid, and I'm gonna put that right down here just to blend that into the front of the purple and catch a little bit of iridescence, and also look more cohesive from the top of the lash line, like the top lid to the lower lash line. Okay. Lastly, I'm sure you can guess where I'm going to put this final blue shade here. I'm going to take this on a fatter small pencil and put it right there on the very, very back corner. Kind of marry that up. And honestly, this might be a nice little shade to kind of blend out that edge with. Just for a little bit of a cohesive vibe. So there it is. There's the look. Let me turn the light up. That's turning it lower. Can you see better this way? Can you see the colors better? Is it too low? Let's turn it up now. Hold on. Okay, so here's, I move the mirror. That's probably too bright, but here's the eyeshadow look with no finishing details. I'm gonna go ahead and pop off screen to add some finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look, and you can let me know how well I duped the vibe. Here is the finished look for my palette bingo for duping the vibes for the Midnight Beauty Babe palette. I think that's what it is. I was about to say Midnight Sun from Pat McGrath, but that was not it. Anyway, okay, so let me show you the eyes. I did use every single shade that I pulled. I used all 6 shades here. So here's the liners that I finished the look off with. I added a touch of this. I also added a touch of this cute little Wet n Wild liner, and I stacked both of these mascaras. I did curl my lashes, and that's how I finished the look. So yeah, oh, hold on. If you're curious what is on my lips, not like it looks like much, but just if you're curious, I am wearing the new MAC Cool Spice lip liner with the Patrick Ta little goopy lip plumping lip gloss that I got from that cute little Sephora gift set during the Sephora sale. So yeah, here is my finished look for the day. Let me know what you think. How did I pull the, let me know how I pulled, wait. Let me know what you think of how I pulled the shades together. Do you think I did a good job? Do you like the way that the look turned out? Let me take a good look in the mirror. Okay, so I will admit my eyes look a little wild, but I think they look really fun and colorful and beautiful, and I'm gonna wear this look for the rest of the day. So yeah, now I'm gonna go run some errands and all of that. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, and be sure to reach out to DW or Andie Green if you would like to participate in next month's collab. Next month is the, I believe it's the Don't Be Jelly palette, and I don't have that one either. I think it's from Alien Cosmetics. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have to go back and check, but let me just look now while I'm filming. Hold on. Yes. Okay, yes. So hold on, wait. Let me try that again. So next month's palette is the Unearthly Bingo. Wait. Next month's palette is the Unearthly Don't Be Jelly palette. So if you would like to participate, be sure to reach out to the creators of this open collab to let them know that you'd like to participate. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go make some food because I'm starting to trip over my tongue, and that's a good sign that I need to eat something. So I'm gonna go cook me a steak and enjoy. But yeah, I love today's colorful look. I had so much fun playing with my two top favorite colors to play with of eyeshadow. Blue, I love blue eyeshadow looks, and I love purple eyeshadow too. Green is quickly coming into the running, says third place, but I haven't done a green look in a while, so that might be coming up as my next colorful look in the future. If you're not already subscribed to me, I would really love if you would take a moment to subscribe to my channel down below. The subscribe button is down below this video in the description box. It is absolutely free to subscribe to me, and that is how you can see my content in your feed. So I would love if you would take a moment to subscribe. Make sure that you are subscribed before you go. And if you enjoyed today's video and you like the way that this look, or if you're into palette bingos, please give my video a like. It really does help my small channel out so much. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Close up of the eyes. Okay.